Hey, we got some people in here already. All right, hey, if you are new to the page, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. We're just going to talk about some crypto. I'm going to go through some things as it pertains to crypto and your crypto pockets. I decided to go live. I haven't really dug into crypto here recently, and I just figured let's talk about it, okay? Now, I'm not here to tell anybody you should be holding your crypto. I'm not here to tell anybody what they should do with their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their XRP, their Pepe, their whatever. All right. Yeah, I'm up. I'm at it. Let me know where you guys from around the world. Where you guys from? Now, I'm not here to tell you what to do about your crypto. I may add to your thought process. I'm going to tell you guys what I think, okay, and why this is going to be, as far as crypto holders, the fight of your life. All right. No, let's do that. I didn't mean to do that. All right, good people. Now, what I want you to do is to listen for a while. Yeah, let's chime in and say where you're from. And I am going to do a hard stop when this is over. Okay. I just want to really just dig in to what's going on as it pertains to crypto in our wallets and our pockets, because I know a lot of you guys are seeing a bloodbath of red, okay? And I know you're going to be saying, man, bruh, it's rough out here. I know. All right. Appreciate you. All right. So let's get it right into it. We got Cuba in the house. We got Cali, Dominican Republic, Dallas. I'll be there soon to visit some folks. We got New York City in the house. Let's get right to it. All right, let's get right to it. All right, if you don't mind hitting that like button if you're already subscribed, okay? And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and join the family. Listen, for those of you that know me, you guys know I've been pretty straight about crypto. Don't do a lot of fluff. Don't do any of that. I'm just straightforward. When I was down, I showed how much I was down. But remember, I got in last year, so I'm pretty much playing with the house's money. And it's a lot of money. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, up close to $1 million in crypto at one point. And we'll just be straight with you guys, all right? But let's see what's going on with the big picture. Is this market over? Is this bull market over? Are we in crypto winter even now? Is it done? Is the party over? I want to dig in and I want to just share some things with you guys, and then you can make that call. My job is not to, I'm just going to say that again. My job is not to convince you to sell your crypto or to hold on to your crypto. What I'm going to do tonight is just share some information with you so you can make your own decision. Just to let you know right off the top, I'm still holding. Just to let you know right now, I still have all of my crypto, ALL. And I believe that this is going to be the biggest fight. It's going to be the biggest fight. And I know some guys there, I know some of you guys are upset and you're going, man, it's over. Stop, bruh, just stop. And you know what? You have that right. Okay, so let's go down this trail. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple of small videos for you. Just please look at and listen to this. All right. Let's just do this. Let's close that. So we got Bitcoin prices crash hard today as panic selling. Look at that. Why is Bitcoin falling sharply? Experts expect Bitcoin prediction at 92,000 next. This is what, quote unquote, experts expect it to come down to 92. And I said we could revisit 90, right? We could revisit 90-ish K, okay? And I see their point, and I can concur with that could happen, right? So everyone is adjusting their numbers. They're adjusting what they thought Bitcoin could be. Even Cathie Wood. I want you to listen to what she has to say.
thing that has shifted for us in the last few years. Stablecoins are usurping part of the role that we thought Bitcoin would play. So our bullish forecast out there is 1.5 million by 2030. Given what's happening to stablecoins, which are serving emerging markets in a way that we thought Bitcoin would, I think we could take maybe $300,000 off of that bullish case just for stablecoins. So watch that space. Stablecoins are scaling.
So she's talking about 1.2 million by 2030, 5 years. She's talking about 1.2 for Bitcoin in 5 years. Okay. Still way bullish than I am, more bullish than Tom Lee is. Actually, her and Tom Lee now are together. Remember, Tom Lee's and now Tom Lee's and hers are together. Tom Lee thinks that Bitcoin by 2030 is going to be 1.2 to 1.6 actually. So Tom Lee is more bullish than even Cathie Wood. Now, this morning in my Patreon, I told people that they should consider, I told them that I am buying IBIT, which is a Bitcoin ETF, in my Roth IRA, right? I said that I'm buying, I'm accumulating. Why? Because that's the way to own crypto tax-free, okay? Tax-free, okay? In a retirement account through an ETF. Right after I made that statement, the CEO of Charles Schwab made this statement.
Are happening faster. They're scaling faster. Help you when you're going out to buy emerging markets are huge in this.
You can't liquidate any of your holdings. And I think by bringing the size and scale of Schwab to this marketplace, we're going to create liquidity and demand on both sides of the equation and bring private markets to more and more investors in our country.
I know you've been trying to follow the retail consumer and meet them where they want to go. And Bitcoin has also been of high interest. And I know that we've talked before about how you're launching Bitcoin trading next year. How's that effort going? And what are you seeing so far in the plans?
Well, we're having a lot of success in the crypto space. Our clients are engaged in it today. If you look at the exchange traded products that are crypto related, our clients actually own 20% of them. And our clients are coming to our research site 90% more than they were last year. So as a group, our clients are engaged in it, very interested in it. And for most people, they're not actually going onto the blockchain to spend or use Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. And so for them, the exchange traded product is a safe and comfortable way for them to invest. All that said, we will get into spot crypto, and we plan to do that in the first half of next year. And we're thrilled about that because we know we have lots of clients who have the vast majority of their assets at Schwab, but are holding some at digitally native firms and keep asking us to launch this so that they can bring their crypto assets to us. And we're thrilled to be able to do that.
So you guys heard that. So Schwab, that's the CEO of Schwab. Their clients want crypto. They want Bitcoin. And they want it in an ETF package so they could get it tax-free. We do know that you could get a loan off of your crypto. Fidelity is setting that up now, right? And so while some people are fearful and scared and trying to sell, others are piling in, right? And so that's what we need to talk about. Now, one of the things, I'm going to play this last video because I'm literally just trying to build my case here, is that we have to understand that Bitcoin is, and crypto is actually not doing well with higher interest rates, and it actually does better with lower interest rates. I'm not going to play this. This talks about the jobs and the layoffs. I had that queued up. Why is that important? The Fed said he's going to concentrate on jobs. And we just had the biggest layoff in 20 years. The October layoffs surged to 20-year high. You guys see that? What is that doing? That's giving the Fed fuel to lower interest rates, and crypto does better with lower interest rates. We already know that Bitcoin dropped under 100. a couple of times already, right? We know Ethereum is down by 12, let's just call it 13% in the last 7 days. And XRP just has been getting a shellacking, all right? Solana tanking, 14% down. And we know that the fear and greed index right here is fear. And it's going to extreme fear, right? It happened before. It happened before. And when did it happen? Every other cycle. It happens when you think it's going down. Now, if you just look at this, you can see that in the last month, Bitcoin is down about 18%, about 18.5%, just under 19%. You guys know I've been showing you the charts that for the last 6 months that say we could have a 30% pullback. And now we are down almost 20% from the high. In the last month alone, actually, we're down 18.3%, right? And you know we topped off at 125K, and then we started to go down. When you go to the, I'm gonna just put it up with the 200-day moving average. We got Bitcoin right here. We know that when it dips under, this is 2022. I want you guys to look at this, right? So in 2022, Bitcoin dipped beneath in pretty much the entire year. Bitcoin dipped beneath the 200-day moving average. Guess what else did? The SPY was really, really close. And when was the time before that we had a sharp fall off? That was COVID 2022, right? Well, Bitcoin did the same thing, had this sharp fall under the 200-day moving average in 2020. Why? COVID. So what have we had? We've had liquidations, right? We've had the biggest liquidation in crypto history, and Bitcoin still didn't fall by 30%. We've had another huge liquidation, and now we have whales that's been holding Bitcoin, whales that are selling in record numbers. Big whales are selling. Why? They don't need the type of gains that you and I want. They don't need it. They can make, you remember, they got millions in here, millions, tens of millions. So for them to 4x their money, they're good. They don't have to wait till Bitcoin gets to 1 million. But I do believe that just like Tom Lee said that this was the most hated V-shaped recovery, I do believe that institutions hate that they didn't buy Bitcoin at 20K. I believe that institutions hate that they didn't buy Bitcoin at 19K, at 30, at 40, at 50, at 60, at 70, at 80, when they kept saying, including Fidelity, that it is funny money, and it kept going up. Now you have a president that is pro-crypto, though he hasn't done everything right. We're not going political. Bitcoin is having the biggest institutional adoption ever, while the price is coming down. I just want to pull the sheet off and cause someone to see what's happening. Okay. So I'm telling you, yep, I hate it. You see this? I hate I didn't buy it. Okay. So what is my point? My point is it's going to be a fight. My point is I believe that by 2030, Bitcoin at a bear case will be $500,000. I've been saying that, right? I believe in the next 8 years, $1 million. She believes that in 5 years, that one Bitcoin will be $1.2 million. Tom Lee believes it's going to be $1.6 million, even with the stable coins and the institutional buy-in. Just like they were saying that Bitcoin will never get to 30K. And here we are, even right now, with Bitcoin at 101K. So here's my point in making this video. And this has nothing to do with charts. It has everything to do with your reaction to what the institutions are doing. This is what I'm saying. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And please don't fall for any spam in the comment section. What do you think? Not what do you feel? What do you think is happening? What do you think? You got Schwab, you got Fidelity, BlackRock is bought and sold. We know that. They in, right? You got a president that's pro-crypto. The president's family owns billions of dollars. They got a company that's doing billions of dollars, over $2 billion worth of crypto. Do you really think that it's going to flush to nothing with all of this going on? This is just common sense. Take your emotions and throw them away. I want you to think. I don't think so. And I'm telling you guys that I am in this for a minimum of the next 5 years. And this will be the first crypto winter that I do not sell my Bitcoin. I am going to actually add more on significant pullbacks. Will there be a crypto winter? Yes. Will it be this year? A year ago, we all thought it would be this year. Now I'm seeing that we're going to dip into 2026. Yep. We're going to dip into 2026. That's what I see. Let me know what you guys see. And so the 4-year cycle is still on, but it's extended. The bull cycle is just extended. I can go back and I could show you, pull up a chart. I'm not going to pull it up because I don't want to waste a lot of time. I've showed this chart a million times here. If you go back to 2021, as a matter of fact, if you go back to 2020 and put a chart, you're going to see that Bitcoin during COVID in 4 days lost half of its value. Pull it up, 2020. Why do you bring up that? Because the only thing that we had close to this liquidation was COVID as it pertains to Bitcoin, where people were grabbing their money and just taking liquidity out of crypto. And that's the only thing close to a liquidation to crypto was COVID. And it lost half in 4. And then what happened? It turned around after a 60% dip and ran up all the way up. Just put a chart on it. So my question to you is, do you think it's over? I don't think it's over. So it's easy for somebody to say it's over when it pulls back as much as it is. But I don't care if I'm standing alone. I'm just telling you, not based on my emotions, but based on what I see and based on how I know institutions skew the system to cause you to be in fear and sell so they can pick it up lower. That's what I see with all of these institutions piling in and setting up to make profits off of crypto. Now, here's what I will tell you. When crypto winter does come, I'm going to have a ton of Bitcoin and a ton of altcoins and altcoins ETFs. There's another company that says that there's going to be and I've been saying this for years, there's going to be a altcoin ETF with more than just 2 or 3. It's going to be a basket of altcoins. And some think that that's going to outperform Bitcoin. I do believe it's going to come. I believe layer ones are going to be in there. And I do believe that altcoins with utility will be in there, like XRP. Just like I stood here 2 years ago and over the last 2 years been telling you guys that XRP was not going to, especially at the beginning of this year. I looked you guys in the eye and told you that XRP is not going to $100 this year. Look at it now. It's just not going to happen. But there's a lot of money to be made in XRP for those that are patient. So here's the 2 scenarios. There's something called the Wyckoff system. And on my next crypto video, I'm going to share that with you. It's the Wyckoff system, and it shows the 4 stages of crypto. Accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, right? Distribution is the hardest cycle to manage or to navigate because it looks like it's the end. And then when it is getting close to the end before crypto winter, it looks like it's a new beginning. And that's why distribution is hard to navigate. Now, I do struggle. Are we in distribution? I go to the charts, I look, are we in distribution? I look at the fundamentals, but every time I come out and I take my emotions out and use my head and I see, I think we're going higher after some more pain. So we're just all on a pain train together. You, me, and everybody else. But institutions are setting themselves up to be profitable. So it's going to take patience. So what I will tell you is in crypto winter, some of these meme coins are going bye-bye. As actually 80% of them are going bye-bye. They're going to zero. But that money is going to be transferred. Altcoins are going to do well. I believe layer ones are going to do well. Of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin. And that's why I'm heavier. 80% of what I have is in Bitcoin. Then I have Ethereum, of course, Solana and Sui and you name it. I got Ondo. I got them all, guys. I got them all. Link. I got them all, and I'm holding them all. But I just wanted to come on because I haven't talked about crypto in a while and let you guys know that we could come down to 92K and still have a bull run within the next 5 months. We still could. Now, if it's too much for you, you're going to say, hey, I tap out. I get it. That's your money. It's your pocket. It's your choice. But what if it does happen and you tap out and you miss out with everything? Because if Bitcoin even gets to 130 this year, then the alts are going to come up from where they are now. If Bitcoin gets to 150 in Q1 of next year, if just 150, let alone 170, which it very well could do 170, then the alts are coming up. And you know how alts move to Bitcoin. They move at twice the speed, just like meme coins move at twice the speed on the way up than alts. Okay, so the choice is yours, right? So let me grab a few questions. Okay, guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Do you still hold XCN? Yes, I like XCN. I do hold it. Yeah, it is a game of patience. Had to sell 2x. Oh, bruh. Yeah, I'm not leveraged. I'm telling you, if you're leveraged right now, you just get woo, that's a gamble. Look what crypto did after the last shutdown. That's a great point. A great point. Look at what crypto did after the last shutdown. And then it turned around and ran all the way back up to 125. Why would Bitcoin get to, in a bear market year, the DeFi's? Well, clearly, Parker, by now, you could see that this is not a historical pattern at all. Clearly, you could see that. And I can tell you why. We have never in the history of crypto or in the history of Bitcoin had this much institutional buy-in. That's why. Institutions and stable coins have changed the game. Like it. Yep, got it. I got my XLM. It ain't going nowhere. I'm keeping it. It's going to do well. Do you think Palantir will move above 200? We talking about crypto, but the answer is it did already. And I told you guys, it's a psychological level of support at 200. They took their money and they ran, and it will get back up. Yes. Do you recommend Sui? I like Sui. I think Sui's going to run again, just like any other alt. Yep. Can BTC? That's a tough one. The answer is yes, it could, but will it? You know, I had my eyes set on 130, and we could have, if the Fed, here's how I think it could happen. If if we get a deal with China and Fed Powell continues to decrease interest rates, but China's the biggest thing, not the interest rate cut, not another 25 basis point, but the combination of those two, then yes, we could have a run up. And so my answer is yes. Solana predict this cycle. That's something to think about. I don't have any render. Yeah. It's fell 20%, but it did that last time. It actually fell 30%. Twice. See there? 3 times. That's public school. Twice. Yeah. Here's the thing, good people. If you in this, if you take this 1.2 million by 2030 in Bitcoin and cut that in half, it's still worth you. I'm not telling you to stay in. It's still worth you buying more on dips and being patient. How patient? Till 2030. And if you say, I don't have that kind of time, then you shouldn't have gotten into crypto. Please what? You're welcome. No, I'm not buying because I'm in my full positions. I'm just being straight with you guys. I bought early. I bought a lot early. Yep. Blessings. Blessings to you. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's altered. 4-year cycle is altered. I'm buying IBIT in my Roth IRA. And when 2030 hits, I plan on having a ton of it. Yep. Next bounce after 92 would be a dead cat bounce. Yay. No, I wouldn't be worried until after 92. I'm saying we can come back to 92. Yeah. I'm saying we can come back to 92 and it's not going to be a straight, V-shaped recovery. We're going to do like we normally do, go through distribution. But when you zoom out, you'll see we'll make higher highs and higher lows. That's what I think could happen. Just took a step back and stopped looking at my crypto. Man, come on, Ben. Ben did the right thing. He said, I just took a step back and stopped looking at my crypto portfolio and stocks, and I opened up a new portfolio in DCA. Ben, why? This is the best comment ever from someone that has made a lot of money in stocks and crypto. I made a ton of money in crypto in 2021, and I plan on making even more this cycle. But like the title says, this is going to be the toughest fight. It is. I am. If we enter into a recession, I believe that's going to be it for crypto. That's the bad news. Here's what I want you to consider. Do you think that this president with midterms coming is going to allow a recession to hit without him doing every possible thing? You got to think outside of the charts sometimes and see the games that the big boys are playing. That's why I'm not falling for the okie doke. I think that there's a great possibility. Yes, I do. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. Like we said, we are always one tweet away, but it would be nice if the president, Xi and President Trump gave us a deal on these tariffs by Christmas, and we can have a Christmas rally in stocks and crypto. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair thought. You think crypto is dead this cycle? That's fair. That's fair. I don't. Thoughts on DOGE? Man, I just think DOGE, this ain't, I just don't think this is the cycle for Doge with everything, with all of the new stuff. I just don't think that this is a cycle. That doesn't mean that Doge is not going to go up. I believe that Doge and Shiba Inu is going to go up, but there's so many others that I think are better. All right, we got the money movers in the house. Okay, bunk is up. I just believe that if Bitcoin does hit 150, the people that tapped out are going to wish they hadn't. All right, that's it. Hard stop. Hey guys, I want you to check out StockUpU. For those of you that want to learn more about crypto and more about the stock market and how we're making money. We make a lot of money. Where my money movers at, let them know how we're making money. Listen, that's going to be the top link below. I got a whole chapter in crypto. So learn, test, earn. Learn, test, earn. Right? I always say invest, learn, test, earn. Invest in yourself. We got buy now, pay later. They got it for free. You just buy it and you can just make payments. Buy now, pay later. Use coupon code LEARN, LEARN, and get my Black Friday sale. And my dad joke is every Friday is Black Friday for me. Love you guys. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.